Hi guys, it's Luton here, and today I'm thinking a little bit about suppression in Battlefield 4. Now, obviously don't have tons of footage of Battlefield 4 yet, and rather than just roll out the same stuff again, I thought I'd choose an appropriate moment from a situation last night where we're playing some Battlefield on Metro, and here I'm using the bipod LMG to good effect to defend the M-coms down the tunnel here. Now, with the suppression in Battlefield 4, we've already been told and found out that suppression is going to have very little effect with the classes from Assault, Engineer and Recon. It's going to be Support is the main class for suppression in Battlefield 4. And this makes a hell of a lot of sense because when you have a weapon like this bipod LMG right here, it's the M240B, okay, you're laying down that heavy wall of fire, huge amounts of rounds onto the enemy in fast succession, and it really makes a lot of sense that that is going to cause some kind of suppression effect. Now, up until this point, all weapons have been creating a suppression effect. Now, some people really care about this. They find it very frustrating, the fact that suppression causes bullet deviation. Personally, I really don't care that much. It's not a real big deal for me. I figure it's just part of the game and you have to just get on and play with it. I know some people really take issue with the fact that, you know, it causes random deviation. To me, the rationale that I think of it as is that it's trying to simulate the effect of your player perhaps, you know, losing control in those situations, which I think is perfectly reasonable. But within the context of a game, I know it frustrates people because they figure, well, hey, if I can aim straight ahead right there, then I should be able to aim and I should be able to fire that way. Now, as I say, I appreciate where people are coming from on this, and it doesn't really bother me greatly. I'm not fussed one way or the other, really. I don't really care, to be honest, is really what I'm saying. But I think with Battlefield 4, it is going to be a really good thing because it will enable people to kind of play that role in a slightly different way. A lot of people complain about support as not really being a particularly strong class in the game, and you can just roll Assault and Engineer constantly, and that's all you need. But with support now, the fact that it is going to have this effect on players, it really will be a good choice for people to roll out in certain situations for defense or to lay heavy suppression down onto a position you want to assault. Especially when you consider now that we have the 5-man squad. Imagine if you have maybe sort of 3 assault, maybe a fast moving recon class with a sort of PDW or something like that, or maybe perhaps, I don't know, engineer, something along these lines, but your whole squad is kind of pushing up. You have a support player there laying down that fire from, you know, backing up your squad before they prepare to assault a position, and in that way, okay, it's going to create an actual genuine reason to have that support player laying down that fire, because hopefully in his suppression will increase their chances of being able to successfully assault position. Now, I've changed out here to Assault, and this kind of brings me on to another sort of set of thinking is how suppression, for sure, yeah, it's going to be there for support players, but how is it going to affect the kind of Assault gameplay that we generally see? Well, think of it like this, the players that kind of can get on target and get those hits in first, it's going to be more beneficial for you guys. So again, it's going to benefit these kind of engagements right here, where I see that guy at the long range there, pick him off, okay? Those are the kind of situations it's going to benefit players, because even if you get into those back and forth shooting situations where players are firing at you at the same time as you're engaging them, provided you get on the target first, that is going to be very strong for you. It's going to mean that you generally pick up those kills first, and you won't have so many of those frustrating situations where you feel like you should have got the kill and you didn't because of irritating suppression being laid down. So overall, I think it's definitely a good change. I think it's going to add some real variety to the game dynamics. It's going to make people think a little bit more about the choices they make and the choices they make for squads when they're moving forward and playing the game. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.